What's up, everybody? Walt with Flower City Cards here, doing another video. On my way to an appointment right now, and just wanted to kind of talk about the market today. And currently, I'm not sure when this is gonna air. I mean, it's probably gonna air close to when this is recorded, but I just want to talk to the sentiment right now. And what I mean by that is I want to talk to how it feels to be a part of this hobby right now. Specifically, the new sets, buying and selling, investing, grading, just being here, right? I can't speak to the vendor side because I don't do the vendor side, but I just want to kind of speak to that and speak about sort of how it feels, and then sort of compare that to maybe years past, because I've been here since been back or jumped back into this in 2019. But right now, on paper, doesn't feel great, right? We're buying products, they're staying stagnant. Our prior investments or prior products that we picked up, those are staying stagnant, if not retraced 10, 20, 30% in some cases. We have, I think, $80, $50 to $80 minimum submission level at PSA right now. So effectively, cheap grading plays are gone. It just seems like right now everybody is, I don't want to say panicking, but people are being exposed. And when we see that, as somebody who doesn't need to sell, who's in a decent spot, and who has kind of put in the work and the time to make sure that I can sustain these times, it just doesn't make you feel good, right? It doesn't, like, you're not looking around and you're like, oh, everything's down. People are more stressed out. Like, it doesn't make you feel good, right? It's not a good feeling. You want to see, like, people going crazy, people left and right kind of making money and feeling super bullish about the hobby. Like, that's what you want to see, right? Because at that point, it's kind of easy. It's kind of easy. Things just go up naturally. Things get pumped up naturally because people just want to be here. More people come in. So, there is always going to be a seasonality component to this hobby. There's always going to be a seasonality component to material things, to trading cards, to collectibles. Because at the end of the day, we're humans, we're social by nature. And yes, there is a social aspect to all of this. But, people are going to, they're going on vacations, they're going to experience things when it's nicer out. They're going to see their families who maybe live in different state, different country. They're going to live their lives, right? Like, this isn't everything. So there is that component to this that naturally causes some downward pressure, because people are taking profits to fund trips, to experience things, to pay for those experiences, and they're letting the material stuff kind of let that work for them. But I remember last year, around this time, it felt eerily similar. And I couldn't tell you exactly, and before I made this video, I didn't look it up either. I couldn't tell you exactly what was releasing. I don't know if it was like the new block of Mega. I don't know if it seems about right, because I think Phantasmal was like, what, November last year or something? But I think, like, people liked the set, but it wasn't like a Destined Rivals, a Prismatic, a 151, and even, I mean, I think Prismatic was the most hyped out of the gate. You know, Ascended, I think people had to kind of take time to get used to it, but it it just didn't, like, last summer did not feel great. And I remember that feeling. And it's less about the set and it's more about the feeling. Like, think about the feeling if you were here last year. It didn't feel great. It felt an awful lot last year like it does right now. 2 years ago, that's when you're getting into like a whole different, it feels like a whole different market. But last summer, man, it felt super, super similar to how it feels right now. And I'm saying all of this and I'm putting it on camera and I'm kind of getting my thoughts out there because I think I think people might be overreacting a little bit. It just, when you see news, when you see prices, price action, like charts online, stuff like that, it's usually not as bad. It's usually not as bad as it really is, or really will end up being. Like, do I think Perfect Order, Chaos Rising, and Pitch Black could be flat or down 12 months from now? Sure, I do. Do I think they're going to be flat, stagnant, down, whatever you want to call it, 3 years from now? Hell, even 2 years from now? I think there's a low chance, because then you're getting to a point where it's like we're leaving the reprint window, and we probably will get some amount of some kind of reprint of all those sets. But I'm just saying, I think everybody kind of freaks out a little bit for something that, if they're here and they have the right mindset and they have the right timeline, they're freaking out over nothing. Because if you're here and you're doing the right things, your timeline should be further than a year. And if not that, your timeline should be long enough so that when you buy that product, you're not thinking about it. And you should be in a situation financially where you can actually participate in this hobby in that manner. And if you are not in a financial situation where you can participate in that manner, then you should not be doing that. You should probably be churning and burning and building up your capital before you start doing something like that. Because we're in it right now, and it's those people that are feeling it. Like, you can't just leverage 10 cases of booster boxes of the newest set anymore, because it's not going to go up 50% in a month. It's not how it works anymore. You can't just rely on credit to make this work. So, all that being said, I just remember how this feels, guys, because we are about to turn the corner, and we are about to get back to the fall, and we are about to get back to the winter, and people are going to have more time on their hands. And this hobby cannot go straight up forever. It's going to have ups and downs. And those ups and downs, those cycles, those peak to valleys, it's going to vary, guys. It's going to be 3 months at a time between peaks and valleys, 6 months, a year, 2 years. But you got to be prepared for it. If you really believe in this hobby and you have conviction in the IP, it doesn't even have to be Pokemon. One Piece I could see doing well. I could see Riftbound doing well. Dragon Ball, Magic collector boxes. and these are all of which I basically have 0 positions in. I might have 1 or 2 boxes of various different things, but I don't have positions in those. All I'm trying to get at, guys, is got to have conviction, and you got to be willing. I mean, that conviction that you have for those products, whatever you're investing in, and again, whether it's Pokemon cards, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, your 401k, you got to have conviction, and your conviction and your belief in those products and those asset classes and those vehicles needs to exceed your doubt and your not lack of confidence, but your this feeling, right? This feeling that I'm trying to sort of communicate right now. This feeling of just ickiness, of just like, it just doesn't feel great to be here, right? It's not easy. It's things are a little bit more difficult right now. So your conviction needs to be twice, 3 times, 5, 10x that. Because if it's even a little bit remotely close to that, then you're gonna fold. And that's fine. Like if you're not in this, then you should be doing something else. There are better things out there to put your mind at ease and really allow you to go and like live your life without feeling like you're just gonna lose because you're in this hobby and you're in collectibles. And this is not for everybody. This is definitely not for everybody, especially as we get into this this bear market, right? Which is yet to be seen, really, because I mean, even the 3 weakest sets we just had are still above MSRP through the summer months, when it's the weakest the hobby's going to be all year. So if this is the bear market, we got it really good, guys. That's all I'm going to say. We got it really damn good. I don't think this is going to sustain forever. Even this right now that we have, like, where booster boxes are consistently above MSRP, I don't know if that's going to continue forever. I mean, it can't, right? Like, I'm looking for reasons why it's not going to. It just hasn't happened yet. So that's all I got for today, guys. Really need to be analytical and really think through everything you're doing in this space. Just make sure you're here for the right reasons and you can sustain it, ups and downs. So that's all I got for today, guys. If you like this kind of content, please consider leaving me a follow and a like, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.